Hey, we're in. Welcome to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Coming back after that heartbreaking, really fast loss to Kane, and we're doing great right now. Damage looks good, rate of fire maybe a little bit below average, starting with Super Bandage and Mom's Bra, QW1E, E6C2. Wheel of Fortune card is the chance to do something, and our damage stat is actually, like, completely acceptable. Three-shotting these guys is a little bit better. I mean, it's, like, we're talking, you know, differences of, like, you know, fractions here, but still, it does make a difference to be able to do as much damage quickly as we're doing. Tinted Rock there that hopefully we're going to be able to take advantage of. I got to take myself out of, like, Rocket League co-caster mode. I've been doing this Rocket League stuff with Bear. I've been the color commentary guy, which means Bear has the difficult job of calling the action as it happens, and I get to sit there and chime in like once every 30 seconds and be like, well, you see, the problem is when you play defensively like that, you don't get much of a chance to play offensively, and back to you. So it's a good fit. We got great chemistry, but now I've got to put myself back in. All right, I'm carrying the conversation here mode. Who would have thought that there would be such a striation when it comes down to you know, different types of commentary? Gives you newfound respect for the Al Michaelses and John Maddenses of the world, if I do say so myself. Liking the pilot goggles we've got on as a result of Ball of Bandages, and of course, or it's not Ball of Bandages, Mom's Bra, sorry, and now it is completely gone, but I'm pretty disappointed, I have to admit, that we have gotten to the point where we have Ball of Bandages and yet no Unicorn Stump. The last two runs, we've had Ball of Bandages, and I'm still, yeah, I'm mad about that Unicorn Stump run that didn't, well, I mean, it worked out, but it didn't get the unicorn stumpiness I wanted out of it. Man, I am taking some terrible damage. I would have thought that our Spirit Hearts would have carried us, but I'm making some poor plays here. I would love to go to that curse room. In fact, I don't think there's much that could stop me from going to the curse room. I'm not going to ignore the curse room just to protect this half Spirit Heart that we have. I think that would be a poor decision on our part. Hoping we just get a bomb drop. Like 5 bombs with a bomb synergy from this item room would be big. Ball and Chain, it pretty much handles it, actually. We can buy bombs from the shop using the money we gain from this. I do see that pill there. I'll go back for it. But the big thing here is we can just break those tinted rocks ourselves and hopefully pick up a small rock out of it. And if we do so, I think we're going to be looking at a pretty good situation here. 48-hour energy is fine. Not particularly strong on this floor with this item combination, but that's okay. So there's a obvious Spirit Heart here. It's going to take us a minute or two to actually line it up. There we go. Now we have that Spirit Heart. We're getting 2 black hearts out of this one as well. All I ask, no golden chest. No golden chest. I can't afford to get rid of this key, probably. Oh, we got the Tinted Rock completely by accident there. Think might be able to swing it. Oh, man, come on. Don't do me dirty like this. There we go. Took a little bit longer than I'd like to admit, but now we have enough money to possibly snag a deal with the devil, or not a deal with the devil. Hopefully we get one of those too, but an arcade on the next floor. Not as easy as you might think. One of these days we're gonna get it. Just gotta maybe come at it with a little bit more force. No, that's not gonna do it. What about this one? What about this one? Okay, 45 minutes later, there we go. Okay, we gotta get like a little bit of a swing. It's gonna be less of a drag, more of a swing. You know what, I can handle that. I'm a man who's been in a tire swing or two in his day. Makes me nauseous, but that doesn't mean I can't handle it. That should do it there, and one more Spirit Heart. Hoping maybe for, again, the small rock payout, but whatever. I'm not gonna worry too much about getting a crawl space. It's just a little bit annoying to do so. And the payout is not guaranteed. If it were, I might give it a better shot. But for now, looks like our arcade is in fact going to exist, and I would love to get rid of Mom's Bra for maybe an IV bag. I know it's kind of seems like that's a move backwards, but I actually quite like IV bag, especially if we're a little bit short on cash. But I'll just take the HP as well. Like, picking that up doesn't bother me very much. We'll check out our curse room again, hope for a guppy item. No guppy item, but paid for itself, so I'm not going to be too salty about it. We do still have a key remaining to get us into that item room if we're lucky enough to come across it before our boss. I would love to do so we can maybe get a little stronger. I mean, Samson's Chain is an acceptable drop. Not feeling too badly about our item drop so far, especially because our base stats were pretty good here, but it would be awesome to just pick up a little bit of extra DPS before things got, you know, serious with whatever boss we're going to fight here. And we miss all the pots. But to be honest with you, I don't know if it's worth it. I do want to use Mom's Bra, but I want to wait until we maybe get a few of these spiders lined up. And I think that's a decent opportunity if we can get this guy, and then this guy, and his companions. And then, no! Okay. Tried to get a little greedy there. Mom's Bra, a lot better against single target foes than big rooms like this, but it did help us out a little bit. This room is a lot easier to break pots on, but I think we're ready to fight our boss, honestly, and Pin's going to be easy enough. We'll leave Samson's Chain there, and can actually do a good bit of damage to Pin if you're able to place it properly, but it's difficult to do so, and I don't want to compromise my own HP to make it happen. That was actually a little close for comfort, but Magic Mush is the damage upgrade we've been asking for, and then Death's Touch is not going to hurt either, and the speed upgrade actually helps out a lot with Magic Mush as well, so, or sorry, with Samson's Chain as well, so we'll be able to be a lot faster at breaking pots if that's something we're actually invested in, which, you know, I'm doing it here and there. I'm doing it willy-nilly. I would love to pick up an early quarter or something like that, but without getting that option just yet, I'm still feeling great. Unfortunately, no ability to get into that boss trap room unless we manage to find a secret room next to it. Little Steven is just okay, unfortunately. But we are closing in on being able to get something from our shop. We will blow up both of these. Oh, we didn't need to blow up either of them. It's such a hard habit to get out of having Samson's Chain and all of a sudden being like, oh, I don't need to do any of this stuff that I normally considered essential. I do think we should pop down Wheel of Fortune and then blow up everything in here, and that will give us enough to pick up BFF. I don't think we need to worry about our money situation right now. We don't need to get a deal with the devil. And by deal with the devil, again, I mean arcade on the next floor. I don't know if I can get in here and crack this. BFF is going to help with Samson's Chain's damage. Not really the biggest thing in the world, but mostly I picked it up for the orbital. Little Steven, sure, it's nice as well, but it's all about the orbital here. I'm going to try for the secret room. And I think we got super lucky that that actually worked. We have a battery charge. It's a bit of a risk here, especially because we already have Magic Mush. Oh my god, we got Proptosis out of that. Suffice to say, that is an amazing pickup, and considering our HP is great, really puts us ahead of the curve. I'm so happy that we actually managed to make it in there. We have Proptosis, Death's Touch, Magic Mushroom. This is an amazing situation right now. BFF doesn't hurt either. I would say that we're in a pretty good position to come out with a win on this run. We still got to make it happen, but this is encouraging. Results, you know, for the future, I think could work out for us pretty easily here. All right, so now we got to get, you know, reaccustomed to our newfound amount of damage. We are going to be killing pretty much every enemy in a single hit. And that has solved any financial problems we might have. Would be nice to get some utility items. We're not going to have to worry about our stats in any direction. You know, shot speed, speed, tears, they're all great because of Magic Mush right now. And our starting stats. But if we could pick up some utility items, you know, like mapping items, Mom's Key, stuff like that. You know, a better trinket maybe than Child's Heart. That would actually help out a lot. And you know what? I know people are not the biggest fan of Cursed Eye. I quite like it, though. And I think it adds a little bit of flair to the run. If I quite like it, I don't mean that I think it's actually great. I just think it's fun. And it enhances my enjoyment of the run. Also looks super weird with Death's Touch. It's like our shots are traveling through time or something. Let's try not to pop any more mushrooms when we're right next to them. Easier said than done, honestly. And that's terrible damage, but that's okay. I think there might have been a tinted rock among the wreckage there. Do you think we can get... We should be able to, yeah, get that bomb there. I would like to be able to blow up mushrooms. No, there's no tinted rock. I would like to be able to blow up mushrooms without putting myself too much at harm's risk, you know, by getting right up in there. But I think pretty much this is becoming all academic, especially now that we're fighting the Fallen. If we manage to pick up some guppy items or like Brimstone Mom's Knife or the Pact of the Mark, any more damage upgrades just makes this trivial. We also, well, we got the Mark, then a deal with the Devil right after it for the Razor Blade. Now, admittedly, this is kind of like the first time the wind has been taken out of our sails. We don't want the Razor Blade on this run at all, and I think we're just going to head down to the next floor. The game has been so kind that it actually allows me to be a little bit lazy here, if I dare say it. We're now 2 minutes ahead of boss rush, and we'll probably never have to skip rooms again if we don't want to, and we'll still maintain that pace that'll let us get that extra item from boss rush at the end. Now it's all about, you know, whether we want to do boss rush or whether there's a teleport card in it for us somewhere. Also, it would be awesome to replace Mom's Bra with a little bit more of a viable spacebar item. It's just not quite good enough to be excited about. It's not necessarily bad, just not very good. Now, we don't want to get hit here. I mean, the teleport is pretty much the only thing that can squander this run for us right now. So we got a little bit of a cloud hanging over our head. That's just HP, and we have finished this floor in 40 seconds if we want to, but this is not Balls of Steel. So we will do a little bit of exploration to make our run even grander than it already is, hopefully. Alright, we got 4 HP. We could raise that. I really feel like we might as well go hard on the Demon Judgment first. I don't really want money right now. Although it would be nice to play the other Judgment in case we got mapping. And now we'll go hard on the Blood Bank, because Demon Judgment has just given us Gimpy, which is a huge payout. To the point where I'm actually going to gamble a little bit more on the Blood Bank because we have Gimpy. So I know that we can afford to lose some Spirit Hearts and we'll get them back. I know I'm hemorrhaging Demon Hearts here. A lot of people might see this as a very suspect decision, and to be honest with you, I don't think you're wrong, but we are gaining a lot of money and some Spirit Hearts in the process here. Yeah, like we're still pretty close to top there. Let's go gamble away some of this money on this Judgment, maybe pick up some mapping. I don't really want HP. Mapping would be much more useful. What I really, really don't want, though, is Butterbean. There's another Spirit Heart for us. Butterbean would disappoint me. Black Bean at least gives us something tangible. Butterbean is just a slap in the face at this point. Alright, more plays, thankfully. Of course, if we got the blood bag out of the blood bank, that's HP I don't mind. Well, that's unfortunate, but we got one more HP one way or the other. And enough money to definitely buy something from the shop, and enough money to hopefully keep us set for a long time here. Speed is such that is just an easy play for us, and we'll pick this up. Only at 10 minutes on the caves too, still got like at least 2.5, 3 minutes before we start to worry about our boss rush timing I should say, and we're like, you know, we've already killed the boss on this floor. We're not really strapped for time at all. And this floor has been incredibly easy for us because we've pretty much picked up some of the best damage upgrades in the game altogether. All we really need now is like, I hate to say it, but something like Ouija board or Spirit of the Night would be nice so that our huge hitbox shot doesn't keep breaking on rocks or anything like that. Apart from that, I wish I could, and I mean this honestly, I wish I could come up with something to talk about, because from a strategic standpoint, this game is over. We have a lot of HP, a lot of speed, you know, a lot of damage. We've got everything you need to win. We got the perfect cocktail here. Yeah, why not, you know? Again, we're not short on time. What do we care? I don't really want to play the blood bank anymore because we're already doing fine on HP. I guess I would still prefer the IV bag to the, you know, Mom's Bra, but that's only because I'm not using Mom's Bra effectively. I should be using it, you know, at all. Would be a start, probably. At least we're picking up some more consumables here. And that's gonna do it. We could get over to that Judgment. So you know what? Let's get over to that Judgment. Maybe that'll give us an impetus to play the Blood Bank in the future. Just don't accidentally crack these rocks. That's exactly what we want to do there. Okay. Just wanted to avoid creating a situation where I couldn't create a bridge for myself. Now, don't pay out with a live bomb. This guy always pays out with a live bomb and annoys the crap out of me. So we got Empress card. Empress card is okay. Chariot card is okay. I think I prefer the Empress. And Fanny Pack is really good, actually. So we will, because we have time, and this is why I was so happy to skip the last floor, or like the non-essential parts of the last floor. Now we have the incentive to come up here, and we can play this blood bank, and I don't really care if we get full HP, because we're going to get it anyway at some point, but this just gives us a really good chance to pick up a lot of extra consumables, and hopefully we'll never have to worry about those for the rest of the game. And we are going to get back to full HP regardless, so might as well pick up the Spirit Heart first. We'll gamble a little more. And then we'll lose the Spirit Heart, because I think there's a black heart back there. There was indeed. And now we'll go. 24 cents and a few more consumables as a result of our extra efforts there. Now we'll check out our shop. Mapping. I don't know. Hive Mind, maybe. Any utility item. Mapping. Perfect. I think that there is pretty much no need for us to pick up Sharp Plug with Mom's Bra. So we'll head down to the next floor, and we took our sweet time there, and it worked out very well for us. Now we just need a compass, and this could be... Normally I like to shy away from the big rooms, but thinking there might be some kind of terminal over here that we want to take advantage of. There is not. I'm actually, you know, obviously we do not have a teleport card right now, but I'm actually thinking that it might not be the worst idea for us to just do boss rush if we can. Oh, more red hearts over here in case we do find a blood bank on this floor. Unlikely, but possible. And I know Pinky Eye's not that good, but I do have a huge bias towards any items or trinkets that can give us more damage. And poison is more damage. We don't really have other status effects taking precedent over it right now, so I'm not going to sweat losing that too much. Want to be out of this floor probably within the next 3 minutes, but with our mapping, I feel like we could probably cut like another 45 seconds off that and still feel pretty good about how our time looks. Looks like we got hit, but still managed to get a gimpy pay out there. Don't teleport, thank you. This room is proving a little bit more difficult than usual for me, and that is good. Okay, mob trap room. Just a regular chest, probably not worth our time now. You know, with those regular chests, once you get into the late game, you run into some interesting situations where it's like, well, it's not worth my time if I'm good, and if I'm bad, there's no chance for it to be good enough to really, you know, swing this one way or the other. So I really feel like once you get into the late game and you're fighting not insignificant enemies, once you decide how your run's going, you kind of got to commit or stay away from those completely. What I said there may have just made no sense whatsoever. Just ignore it, we'll get past it together, and we'll move along. Alrighty. We're at 14-14-7. There's some kind of excellent mathematical relationship there. I mean, there's not some kind, there's an obvious mathematical relationship there. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night, I think. Yo, dog, you ever think that maybe, though, every day when we're born, we're just born as somebody new, and we just wake up thinking like we have the shared memories of them? But then, what is us? What is us in that situation? You know, are we not just, you know, do we gain our sense of self just because we have independent memories and divisions from one another, because we have that delineation? I don't know. Let's play some Binding of Isaac. We got Ceremonial Robes, which is about 100 times better than Bomb Bag. Empress Magician. We'll stick with Empress, even though we'll probably never use it. And inside of our shop, BOGO Bombs. Just not quite worth it, in my opinion. Save that money and use it for something else instead. Speed down. Actually, a big problem, except for the fact that we had that speed up in the form of magic mushrooms, so we're feeling pretty good about that. HP, take it or leave it. Those are literally our two options, and I choose to take it here. Let's use Mom's Bra against our boss here so I don't feel like I'm completely wasting it. And it is war, actually, so getting a second level Bandage Girl, not really that big of a payout, but I'm happy to have the opportunity to still have the orbital. At third level, it'll be really powerful thanks to BFF. You know what? Why not take the shovel? At the very least, it gives us the chance for the crawl space. I don't really want to skip floors. I think the shovel, I mean, that's what it does. I'm not going to say it's bad for that. I think doing that is kind of bad in a lot of situations, but I'm happy to have at least something apart from Mom's Bra, which, let's be honest, I wasn't really using effectively anyway, so no real loss there. In a tangible sense. Okay, Guppy's Head. It's our first Guppy item. Because our damage is so good, normally I would stick with Guppy's Head because I think it's a better item here, but again, because our damage is so good, I'm going to roll with something else. I'm going to roll with the shovel here because it's interesting, and, you know, it's not a defining characteristic of our run. You know, whether we win or lose, it's not going to be because of the shovel, so I don't need to sweat it too much. Hermit, that is the card we want temporarily. You can always come back for that the Empress card, even though I don't really care about it too much. But we want that Hermit card to get us out of the boss rush room for sure. 2 of clubs, we'll pop 36 bombs now. Now we have a Yara rune. And we will want to take advantage of that Yara rune. We'll take that down as far as it'll go. 48-hour energy with a shovel is actually pretty fun. Come on. Come on. Ah, they're all just portals to a disappointing finish of the game because I won't be able to get the Polaroid if I take those. So, take the Hermit for now. We'll always try to remember. I may forget, but I'm going to try to remember to come back for that Yara rune because it makes the game a lot more fun. Should probably stop wasting keys, but as long as we have one key, we should be able to get back into the shop and maybe pick up some more. Humbling Bundle, Mom's Key, those would both be very useful for us right now. And by useful, I mean have no impact whatsoever on the outcome of the game, but make it a little bit easier for me to reach that outcome. 17 minutes. Hitbox is so large, we actually don't need to bomb our way into that aspect over there. We can just shoot, and pretty much just the runoff of our shots will finish the job. Other great synergies, I mean, the Mind is just complete mapping, so I'm excited about that. But in particular, if we could snag Parasite or Cricket's Body, that would be a lot of fun. Mom's Key, as it requested, and I will blow up our donation machine to get those options, even though it's not going to help us for very long. I think it's worth taking, and There's some runs that are donators and some runs that are pilferers, and this run is a pilferer. And we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. 2 more rooms than our boss fight. And again, having a hitbox this large just means pretty much we dictate the terms of the fight. You know, if we don't want to come over there and put ourselves at risk, we don't have to. And that is just going to be something to watch out for when we come back here. But for now, let's just finish this off. We shouldn't forget as well, you know... Oh, Lord. Thank you for taking me to the secret room for free, at least. But we shouldn't forget as well that I have... But don't worry, I'm not going to step in the hole. I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm realizing don't step in the hole. It's a good strategy. We shouldn't forget that we have orbitals that we can use to do a lot more damage. Fanny Pack also paid out with an Eternal Heart, which is ridiculous. Alright. I'm not feeling very smart right now, I'll be the first to tell you. I just realized we don't need a Hermit card for Boss Rush. What we can do instead is just pick up our Yara rune, which is back here, I hope. Yeah, pick up our Yara rune. That didn't break it? Did I not have the speed or momentum or something? And then I'll just cause myself to get hit on the boss trap room. Admittedly, it's probably better for us to not do that and to just never take damage, but this is kind of a fun way to handle it, so I'd like to see how it works. You know, one reason that a Cursed Eye pickup maybe isn't so terrible. I still don't think it's bad, even though it's caused us to teleport out twice. Of course, if we were doing less damage, it would be a catastrophe, but we're not. So it's not. Alright, watch out for the freaking foot. We're almost done. We're done. No boss rush. Or sorry, no deal with the devil, which is perhaps not that surprising. Thank you, Mom's Key. Really came through in the clutch for us there. And... I mean, I don't love any of it, but we'll take Spider, baby. Teleport me! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. It still got us on the first one, which I appreciate. Okay. We are out of here, and I almost walked on the spikes again. That's okay. No black candle is a little unfortunate, but hopefully the mind will be able to carry us if we don't get curses of the lost. And, you know, we're still a little early here. What do we care at this point? Let's donate as much money as the game will let us. We don't need the money. If we can do something with it, you know, donate it to our next run, pay it forward, that would be awesome. Just like the first scene in Pay It Forward where somebody gives their Jaguar to Jay Moore. I can't believe that I remember what brand of car it was. This is... You know, also meaningless, a hollow gesture, and largely implausible, but at the same time, we can live with it. Oh, there's a Justice card. We might as well take advantage of this portal. Just wanted to see if there was anything else useful there. Okay, very important. We could skip this floor if we want to. I don't really want to, but if we did want to, we could. I just want more keys before we commit to losing any of them, you know? If we did want to skip this floor, we could. I do see the tinted rock there. But we can't skip the next floor, or we'll end up screwing ourselves and getting stuck on Shoal. I really wanted small rock there. Pretty much the only thing that I desire at this point. Not that we even need the HP, but it's always nice to have a little extra push. That is a trip down to the next floor. That is also a trip down to the next floor. No crawl space, no black market. It's a shame, actually, because a black market would be amazing for us right now. We have so much HP that we're not really doing anything with. We might as well convert it into something that we could use. And I'm not going to go to the curse room, which means that we're probably witnessing the end of the Guppy dream here. But, again, you got to choose your battles. And right now, like, what are we trying to prove by battling for this curse room? You know, taking damage we don't need to take. Get the hell out of here. Oh, I just realized this is the wrong way. I'm going to have to go back through the other room. Tears upgrade was worth it, though. No question. Okay. Just live, survive, run. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we made it. Now don't get knocked back out through the door. Perfect. We don't need the money, we don't need the bomb. Just pop up, thank you. This enemy did not die in one hit, which is very unusual for us. Okay, we're ready to go. Number one rule is just don't pop down that exit right in front of the door. That's a very poor decision. No deal with the devil. We get flying or range. I know we can get black markets and crawl spaces on the cathedral, and of course you would expect to have a chance to on the chest and then just be able to repeat it, but flying is pretty much objectively better for us, but it's not as fun, right? Like, replacing an interesting spacebar item with just like, this is more speed and flying. Seems kind of lame given that we're already in such a good position here. It's like, you know, it's like being the richest dead man, you know? Like, you know, maybe you crossed the billionaire club. You went from 999 million to 1.1 billion. But wouldn't you be better off? You think, like, you maybe be happier if you just spent that $100 million? How much is it worth for you? That's what I'm thinking. I'm having more fun along the way here. Maybe it's not going to be the best on-paper Isaac run in history as a result of that, but I feel like it's the journey, not the destination, you know? So we picked up our other key there because I do deem it important to have as many keys as possible for the chest. And this should be a very, very easy fight here. If we can just get Samson's chain in front of all these shots, and it's over. Well, no, I took some damage, but now it's over. We also got paid out from the Gimpy after we got hit anyway, so we're only at like 22 minutes or something on this run, and we're already on the cathedral with the mind, and no curse that stops us from seeing where we're going here, so it's going to be very easy for us to finish the job, I think. I'm a little surprised that those guys were two hitters, honestly. Like, I would have expected to take them out in one hit. Should not have stood there. There was ample opportunity for me to get out of the way there, but I chose to stick it out, and that was a terrible decision. Maybe a Hierophant card would not be the worst thing in the world here. Nope. Okay, we didn't get anything out of that one. I can't remember if it was an Awaz rune with blank card. Oh, lordy, lordy, no. I can't remember if it was Awaz blank card or if it was the shovel that has been paying out occasionally with black markets on the cathedral. Black markets or crawl spaces, for that matter. I don't specifically remember. I do want to check this room now that we've already teleported back here. Might as well take advantage of it. And it's taking advantage of us a little bit. That's our second Steam sale of the floor. Boy, if we find something here, we got coupons on coupons. TLC will make a reality show about us, and we won't even have 11 kids, which is, I think, that's new territory for them. Alrighty. More keys, we do need those. I don't really want to open this just in case we get more golden chests on the chest. Might be a bit of an overly conservative decision, but I'm willing to work for it. And again, like, why crush these rocks and give him an opening to hit us if we don't need to? And that will not be an exit from this floor. Not that I needed one anyway. We'll finish off Isaac, and then we'll immediately get a chance to pick up 4 more items. Oh, my lord. Okay, okay, okay. We still got black hearts, which means we still have red hearts. Let's take a moment. Do this. Inside of here, we get some pills. 48-hour energy. Interesting. Always pop those in the corners. Balls of steel is what I was looking for. Bad gas is fine. Speed down sucks. Pretty fly is great. Okay. Well worth the investment there, I would probably say. I'm tempted to just use exclusively level 2 bandage girl to get this done. It's a very foolish decision. I would not recommend it. But at the same time, we would have a shot permanently charged and we would never teleport. I like how we can actually shoot in the wrong direction, but because our hitbox is so enormous, it'll still hit. So this should be the final barrage for this version of Isaac. All we need is one more. There we go. Okay, 8 keys and no curse means that we should be able to get done with this one in no time flat. No curse? No curse? Well, Curse of the Maze, that's not going to slow us down too much. 2020 is amazing. SMB Superfan is pretty good. Little Chub is okay, and the poop is not even really worth talking about. And I am an idiot! Let's just take a moment to remember we had a Yera rune, so I could have doubled our items. But, quick, find a way to save yourself from this one. I apologize. That's probably the best thing we could say in that situation. Hopefully we'll get a chest drop that we can double, and then we only missed out on 2 items. It's still a misplay, of course, which is, I don't want to say unforgivable, because we're still going to win the run, but certainly it's a very poor play. But I just did it because that would have taken us an extra 30 seconds to open those chests, and if we take an extra 30 seconds to open those chests, we wouldn't have put down our sub 30 time, which is not even actually that impressive. But this is kind of like, it's one of those runs where I think if you committed to a speed run early, you could put down a serious time early. You could probably put down a sub 20 very easily. I spent a little bit more time on floors I didn't have to, and apart from that, I did try to go pretty quickly, but it's not like that matters too much either way here. Let's just finish this off and we're good to go. I'm interested to see if, with good dodging, I could actually beat Blue Baby with only 2nd level Bandage Girl. Let's give it a try. And the dodging is very tough this close up. It's not as bad as it looks. It's starting to get as bad as it looks. But we did do it. It's not quite done yet, but there we go. We did do it. Were it not for Gimpy and Fanny Pack, we might have been in trouble. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.